Alright, what's going on, everybody? Today we're actually going to fix something that I messed up. Uh, we're in South Carolina, it doesn't get cold a whole lot, and there was not any uh, coolant in my tractor, it was just straight water. So it froze, and I was in the process of draining out. This is an old tractor, it's got rust and buildup in the coolant system, and I was trying to drain it all out. Well, I pulled the hose, got a screwdriver and undid the clamp on the hose, but apparently it sealed itself back up and the water didn't drain out. So I popped out a freeze plug and I popped a hole in the bottom of the radiator, separated. Well, I was able to clean out some of the crud and stuff and clean out the ice and get the freeze plug back in. It didn't mess it up, but the radiator, I had to take it out and solder it, and I think I got the leak pretty much fixed. It's fixed enough to where I can feed my cows, because I had to get it fixed so I can give my cows a bale of hay. Well, we're going to put it back in the tractor, and that's what I'm going to show y'all right now. Right there. I've got it soldered back together for the most part. I believe it's going to hold. At least I hope it does. But she's a little dirty. She's been used and abused. But that's where I previously tried to solder it back together when it was still in here, and I just couldn't get it to bite on. I couldn't get it to hold. There was water still in it. You couldn't get all the water out. So hopefully it holds this time, at least long enough. A new one's about $150 online, and I can get one ordered, but I want to see if this one's going to work first, at least for now. This is an old tractor. It's got pieces rusted out, but I didn't pay much for it. I've made a video on it, I believe, talking about it before. I've put a couple new parts. I did a tune-up on it. Replaced the fuel filter and the fuel line. I replaced the fitting on the gas tank because it had a leak in it. I've replaced all the wiring. All the wiring's fresh wiring. Except for the battery cables themselves, because I haven't bought new battery cables yet. Everything else came on it. Somebody has converted it from 6 volt to 12 volt. It's a good running little tractor, though. There is a lot of crud in it that still needs to be cleaned out, but I can't complain about the way it runs, because it runs like a top. Every time I try to crank it, it's right there doing what I needed to do. I had to replace one front tire. I have the other front tire, but this one is still good, and I just haven't got it replaced yet, because I got to put it on jack stand, take the tire off, take it to the tire shop to replace it. I don't have the stuff to replace it here. The back tires, they are cracked and weather rotted and coming apart, but they hold air and they're still good. They've hardened up. Tractor tires, just about any tires, as they get older, they harden up, and they're still solid. They still hold it. That one leaks down a little bit. It's cracked too, but when I say it leaks down a little bit, it takes months for it to leak down at all. And these tires are $500 a piece, and I'm gonna use them till I can't use them no more. Now, the gauges on this tractor do not work. I got it in this condition. I'm trying to fix it up a little bit as I go, make it useful. Not having a fuel gauge I can live with. I don't like not having an oil pressure gauge, so I'm gonna get one hooked up for that. And I would like an hour gauge just to see what all hours I put on this. Now, if you do like I did, I lost one of the bolts to it because I thought they were actually permanently in the bottom of the radiator. And I just now realized they wouldn't when I saw the one bolt on the ground. So I'm gonna have to try to find that bolt. Yeah, as you can see this, there's not much fan shroud left, but a new one's a lot more than I want to pay for one, so this one's going back on. Decals real quick, just to get them a bale of hay, the bale spear over there, so I don't have to push the bales of hay across the pasture. I can always get a new bolt. It's just a little carriage bolt. But I'm just going to put the one bolt in it and tighten it down for now, just to be safe, so that I can make sure I can get the cows fed. There ain't no point in them being hungry and stuff. So we'll just put the one bolt in, get it bolted up and everything for now, and I can put another one in later. Alright, I got that all back together. I got the hoses secured down and everything, so I need to get some water in it. And to get water in it, I'm just going to drive it over there. It's got to go 100 feet. It's 50 degrees out here. It's not going to heat up enough in that short amount of time to mess anything up. Just driving it up there. I'm going to get it started up, get it running, letting it warm up just a little bit. And I'm going to move y'all over there and we'll get it filled up so we can feed the cows. I tested this thing yesterday and I didn't notice a whole lot of leaks. I could see water coming down the back of it, but that may have just been spilled water. What I'm hoping is that it should hold long enough to get the cows fed, I hope. I guess we'll find out here shortly. If I see any leaks, I know I didn't notice. Alright, there actually still is a leak, but I'm going to take y'all off and show y'all real quick. this camera's not the best quality, but this is where the seam is in the bottom, and there's a rubber gasket up under that. So I knocked it down and tried, because it popped right there, but I beat it down and tried to solder it. Well, there's still a little bit leaking, but I'm gonna get a hammer and see if I can come over a little further and get some of that down and maybe slow it down a little bit. Oh, going the wrong way. We had some good grass at the beginning of the year, but they just ate it like it was going out of style. And I purchased 10 bales of hay, and after feeding that one I have 2 bales left. So I'm gonna have to get a couple more bales. It's January 2nd, and grass should start growing here about April, just, well, I guess just like everywhere else. And so I gotta last 3 more months, so I'll probably need another 10 bales or so to get me through. But I got some more hay I can go get. I just have to take the time to go get it.